Hey, it's Q. Welcome to Get Traction. I'm so excited that you just joined us, and I'm guessing you have some questions like where do I start? What do I do first? Or how does this whole thing actually work? Give me 10 minutes and I will answer all of that in this video, okay? Make sure you watch the whole thing before you do anything else. Trust me, it will save you time and confusion. So let's dive in. First of all, I want to talk a little bit about what the Get Traction program even is, or better yet, what it's not. So this is not a full job search program where I'm taking you through the entire process until you accept and sign a new offer. However, it is the very foundation in order to get there, because you need some traction before you can land an offer, right? You are here probably because you've been applying, maybe networking, maybe even getting some interviews, but no serious traction, no serious movement. So this Get Traction program is designed to increase your odds by fixing your positioning and all your marketing materials. So here's how the program is actually structured. You are going to start with your positioning and targeting call, okay? This is a 60-minute strategy session with my team of hand-selected experts. These are people that I've personally trained on the exact methodology that I have used to help hundreds of clients land 200K plus roles at companies like FANG companies as well as fast-growing startups. And they themselves have helped hundreds of thousands of tech professionals land their next role as well. They know exactly how to identify where you have leverage, and they know how to translate your background into language that gets you foot in the door. So we're solving for one central problem, which is what roles should you be going after and how do we position you to win them? Okay, so after this session, you will have more clarity on what titles to target, what companies to focus on, and also how to talk about your background in a way that's relevant. Then you will book your 2 resume sessions. The first session is a 60-minute session where we build out your story bank with you, the accomplishment, the metrics, examples that prove that you could do the job. But we work on how to tell your story of your achievements so that you have the materials ready for both actually your resume and your interviews, because those stories are case studies that you will use in your interviews as well. The second resume session is a shorter session. It's a 30 minutes review. So in this session, we make sure that your resume implementation is strong and positions you correctly for the roles that we've identified. You will also get a LinkedIn review session. This session typically takes about 20 to 30 minutes. We go through your profile and give you specific changes so that recruiters searching for your target roles can actually find you and feel excited about reaching out to you. And throughout this 4 weeks program, you have Slack access as well for async support whenever you need quick feedback or have questions between sessions. Plus, you have 2 live Q&A sessions with me personally, where you can bring specific scenarios, roadblocks, questions, and get answers from me in real time. Okay, so that's it. It's focused, it's fast, it's designed to create momentum. And let me just tell you why this Get Traction program is so critical to you being successful in your job search, and why most people honestly get stuck without it if you don't, or if they don't do it correctly. Here's the problem that most people have. They apply to jobs, they listen to all the noise out there and update their resume over and over again. Maybe they're even reaching out to people on LinkedIn, but they don't get anything back. Nothing's happening. Why is that? It's really because they're skipping the most critical step or underestimating it. It's the positioning. Without a clear position, as a result, your resume reflects that. It becomes somewhat generic. Your LinkedIn profile, even though you're not tailoring your LinkedIn profile for every job, right? Like with the resume, but still it can't just speak to no specific roles at all. And if recruiters and hiring managers look at your LinkedIn and they can't figure out within a few seconds where you might fit in, you already lost their attention. And once you lost their attention, you end up in application black holes again, getting ghosted by recruiters, having interviews that might go nowhere because you can't articulate why you are the right fit. So this Get Traction program fixes that for you, okay? So this is the foundation. This is step 1 towards the right way to search. It gets you in the right direction in a way that doesn't compromise your chances before they even get to talk to you. When you have a positioning and targeting, everything snaps into place. You know exactly what roles to go after. You are more focused. Your resume speaks directly to those roles, and recruiters searching for candidates like you can actually find and identify you. So Even though this program doesn't include interview prep, you will still show up to interviews having a much better idea of how to actually position your background as relevant. And here's what most people don't realize. This is the difference between getting any opportunities and optimizing for the right opportunities. You don't just want any interviews, even if we might think so in some moment of desperation or frustrations or whatever, but you don't want that, because going to the wrong ones can cost you so much time and confidence over time. So you want interviews for roles where you can actually win, where you actually have a shot at it. The roles that pay what you are worth, roles where your experience matters. So that's what this program is going to do for you. It gets you focused, it gets you positioned, it gets you moving in the right direction. Everything else, whether it's your outreach, your interviews, your networking, it still needs improvement, but it's going to get easier when your positioning is clear. So that is why it's so crucial. This is the foundation. Everything else is built on it. I can't emphasize this enough. I can't stress this enough. All right, so before I let you go, I want to make sure you know exactly what to do right now, okay? So here's the exact order. Step 1, I want you to complete your intake form. Where do you find the intake form? You will get an invitation to your personal Notion page. This is where you can find your intake form and everything else, really, okay? So the intake form needs to be completed before your positioning and targeting session. So this way, we can maximize the time that we have together in the session. The intake shouldn't take more than 15, maybe 20 minutes. Just answer the questions, don't overthink them, and try as much as possible to be specific. Once that's completed, I want you to do step 2, which is book your positioning and targeting session. You can find the booking link also in Notion. Please make sure to select the correct session starting when you book it, starting with the one for positioning and targeting. And after your positioning session, just go back to your Notion to check out the next steps. I don't want to overwhelm you with that right now, okay? Everything is going to live there, whether it's your booking links or Slack or any other information. So you don't need to figure this out right now, okay? I also want to say a few things to set expectations. This program moves fast. You should complete this within 4 weeks because, as I mentioned earlier, this is the foundation. So until you've completed this step, you are basically the bottleneck to your own job search. Okay, and traction requires momentum, all right? The Slack is for quick support, not for dependency. Ask specific questions. If there's any questions that requires a little bit more context, it's better to do so in the live sessions. Also, when it comes to accountability, we're not going to chase you or remind you to book your sessions. Definitely reach out if you have any issues in terms of finding a time that suits you and things like that. Group calls are live strategy sessions. Definitely come with real questions. Make the most of it. Bring real questions, bring real scenarios. Don't show up unprepared and ready to just passively listen in. That's not how you get most value out of it, okay? And remember, Notion is your source of truth. That's where you can find all the information. All right, and before I let you go, just remember you joined this program because something wasn't quite working. So this program is going to fix the root cause, the step 1 for you, which is the positioning. And so when you are clear on what you're going after and how to talk about yourself in a way that's relevant, everything else is going to get easier. You stop wasting time on roles that you never had a chance in the first place. Instead, you actually focus on opportunities where you can actually win. But this only works if you take it seriously, all right? So watch out for the next email and complete your intake form in Notion. Then book your session for positioning and targeting, all right? I look forward to seeing you in the group sessions, and I will see you in Slack as well, okay? Talk to you soon. Bye.